So we made it to the beautiful city of Jūrmala. And this is a very famous city here in Latvia because it has a really nice beach and it's close to Riga. There's a lot of things to do. And over there is the beach. And we're gonna go there in a second. This is kind of this main street here. And during the Soviet times, this city was very renowned for having musical festivals. And so everybody in the Soviet times, whether it's in Ukraine, Russia, any country in the ex-Soviet Union knows of Jūrmala because this was the main city in the summer. Every year they had musical festivals, these Soviet musical festivals. And so my mom, she's never been to Latvia, she knows of Jūrmala. Marina's parents know about Jūrmala, everybody knows. So Riga everybody knows about because it's the capital obviously. And Jūrmala people know about it because of the musical festivals. So you got this main area here, and you got the beach over there, which we're gonna go in a second. But here you got a bunch of restaurants, convenience stores, little places to eat, stuff like that. And I want to bring to your attention your typical Latvian city. You have these beautiful picket fences. It's not a white picket fence like that stereotypical American. You got nice houses, nice roads. You got this infrastructure. You got these the area for the house. You got the grass. You got all these buildings here. Then you have another house here, and this is how it looks in the Baltic countries, right? You're never in your life are gonna see something like this in Ukraine. You're gonna have some old houses, you're gonna have some crap, you're gonna have some garbage. But this is really, for a lot of Soviet Union, or I would say for most of Soviet Union citizens back in the day, this was considered going abroad. This was considered going somewhere else. This was considered going to Europe. That's why it's very significant. Look at these houses, it's like in the US. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look how gorgeous this whole area is. Not a shred of garbage, not a shred of anything. You have beautiful trees. This is actually even more beautiful than I remembered when I was here before. When I was here 10 years ago, I remember it being beautiful, but I do not remember it being so beautiful. Maybe I'm in a different part of Jūrmala, because I was in Riga and Jūrmala as well. Perhaps I was in a different area, but I do not remember it being so beautiful. But 10 years is a long time, and so during that time they could have done a lot of work, renovated a lot of parts. And as a result, it looks amazing as it is now. And now we're approaching the main attraction here, the Baltic Sea. And this is a very nice view, in fact, because you have this waterfront, you have this beautiful sea here, you have a nice beach there. Unfortunately, the sea is fairly cold most of the year. Maybe like in the heat of the summer, it's maybe a little bearable, but I don't think it reaches anywhere near the temperature you need for some comfortable swimming. And here you have the beach, a really nice wide beach. You got some restaurants, of course, built right on the beach. And this is what it looks like here. You have some kids' playgrounds. They probably tell you that you shouldn't be swimming now. This is the beautiful. Let's go and try it out. Let's see. Let's see. How's the water? Oh, it's actually not that cold. I don't know. I was expecting ice cold water. It's actually not that cold at all. of the things that I think about when I'm traveling, especially through the former Soviet Union and really Eastern Europe in general, is if you think about Latvia. Latvia was part of Soviet Union, Ukraine was part of Soviet Union. They're relatively close geographically to each other. They are very similar in culture, right? Not the same, but similar. But yet you look at Latvia, and Latvia is very much more European, right? Whereas Ukraine is very much more Eastern European. Geographically, Latvia is Eastern European, but being here, you feel like you're pretty much in Europe, right? In many ways. And that makes me think, how did that happen? Why is Ukraine, where it is now, a country that still has a lot of work to do, whereas Latvia, it's a lot more developed, right? More sophisticated. So that is the question that I think about. And the thing about it is that when you live in a country, you understand it better, right? Like I've been living in Ukraine, and then I come and visit Latvia, Lithuania, and they are, I would say, more developed, right? Ukraine has a lot of work to do, right? Because when you live in a country, you realize that there's a lot of things it needs to improve on, a lot of things it needs to fix. And I have no doubt that in the next generation or two, in the next 10, 20 years, a lot of things are going to get fixed. Because one, Latvia is in the European Union. Ukraine is not. You have Russian influence in the east as well. So there's a lot of geopolitical factors. There's a lot of things at play. But at the end of the day, you have two countries, very close geographically, but really worlds apart in many ways when it comes to development, infrastructure, even human happiness. So we decided to have a quick snack here, and we just ordered these sprats. I love them. I ate them all my life. I still love them. Marina doesn't like them too much, and it's really, it's not for everybody. But look at the presentation. These are actually, they're always called Rижski sprats. They're always from Riga. So in Ukraine, if you buy them, they're going to be typically from Riga, or Russia, they're going to be from Riga. And so we decided to have them here. And look at this beautiful presentation. We got these blinchiki, which are essentially crepes with some toppings, strawberries, blueberries, and some maybe ice cream over there as well. And yeah, looks good. It's got some tea as well. Looks amazing. Bon appetit to everybody. And here you have pardot, which I believe means for sale. So if anybody is interested in buying a house like this near the sea, here's the number you can call. And it seems to me there's some kind of a bicycle race or some kind of a bicycle competition, because all of this is closed, which is kind of cool. Улыбайся, котенок, ты на не сильно скрытой камерой.
Но очень открытый.
And that was our trip to the beautiful Jūrmala. And what's interesting about Latvia is that even the official information is shown in 3 languages. We're not talking about a store, we're not talking about a restaurant menu. We're talking about official government buildings in 3 languages. You have Latvian, you have English, and you have Russian. I did not expect it to be in Russian. I did expect it to be in English, of course, but not in Russian, which is very interesting and kind of cool actually. And now we're here in the main Riga proper. This is no longer the old town. This is the other part of Riga, the real Riga. And we are going to a kind of a, they say, a very hipsterish street. A lot of art stuff, art exhibits, coffee shops, stuff like that. They say it's the most hipsterish street in the world, even more so than some of the streets in San Francisco, which is known for a lot of hipsters. what Riga proper looks like. You got streets, you got a bicycle lane, you have a tram there, you have beautiful parks, no cars on the sidewalks, unlike in Ukraine. And you're also gonna have some really nice neoclassical architecture, which I believe that's what it's called. So it's gonna be it's also a very scenic city, even apart from the old town. I know in a lot of cities, people just want to stay in the old town because it's beautiful. But Riga is beautiful not just for the old town. There's a whole big white city to explore. A quick pit stop with a croissant and a hot chocolate, some coffee, and another croissant, which is almost finished. And yet another glorious cathedral here. So we entered this tea place, this tea room here, and they have so many different teas, and they have a price here, and this is the price in euros for 25 grams. And it's amazing how many amazing teas they have. So get this, guys, in order to enter any of the buildings, any of the places here, you need to present a QR code that proves you were either vaccinated or you recovered from COVID. Okay, so it's a special QR code only available to people who had actual contact with the virus that can prove it as well. So we don't have either code, so we couldn't really get inside. And that's all over this country. Вот это настоящее чаепитие.
Да. Ну вот, и у вас то же самое. Как я рассказывала,
Да.
тут держать 30 секунд и потом добавить
Все,
по 10
ты запомнила, как все делать?
Да.
Хорошо.
Главное не перепутать воду, потому что у вас другая температура.
Ой,
Да?
спасибо большое.
Пожалуйста.
Class. Check this out. We're having like a real chai drinking experience here. I've never had this before. You're supposed to pour it from here to here, and then you're supposed to do something else, which I'm not sure about. Here we have the actual tea, and then here is it just does something, I guess. You put it here, you put this there, and it has these little holes in it. You put that there, you put some tea there, and then you pour hot water on it, and then you have your tea. This is incredible Taiwanese tea here. Now we're gonna check out a restaurant, a proper restaurant. We're gonna sit down, have a bite to eat, maybe even have a glass of wine. We'll see. We'll see. We don't drink that much, but you know, when in Latvia, why not? We're gonna be checking out this restaurant. It's called Italissimo, and I'm guessing it's Italian food, from what I understand. And you can pick your favorite type of pasta. What do you guys think about that, eh? What do you think about that? You can pick your favorite pasta. Spaghetti, rigatoni, trecce, spaghetti, tagliatelle.
We had some raviolis and some rigatonis and some rice-a-ronis. Forget about it!
So I think this is gonna be the restaurant for tonight. I got a good feel about it, eh? Let's go in, let's go try it out. So we made it to the restaurant, and it's an absolute beautiful place. It's gorgeous. I'm amazed how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. The scene, this restaurant, the whole scenery, the environment. And it looks like I'm gonna be having some really, really good Italian food with my lovely, lovely lady right here. We're gonna be enjoying a very, very nice meal here. It seems to me a very well-deserved meal. All right, so we got the bread. This is compliments of the chef, and we got our beef carpaccio, and this is absolutely amazing. This is olive oil with balsamic vinegar, and you basically take your bread and you mix it in, and it's absolutely insane. All right, it's time to try the carpaccio, man. I love carpaccio. I don't know about you guys. Carpaccio is insane. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. What do you think about carpaccio? You like it?
The best carpaccio.
This carpaccio is just insanely good carpaccio. The meat is insane here. So they brought us another gift, sorbet, before the main course. Really, really nice. Free gift from the chef. How cool is that, huh? Well, here's the main course. I got my risotto, beef risotto. Actually, it's deer ravioli, not risotto. Ravioli. They both begin with an R. That's why it's confusing at times. Ravioli with deer meat. Wow.
This is so good!
That's amazing. So delicious. Seriously, this is an absolutely delicious risotto. It's got some mushrooms, Parmesan cheese. Exactly how it's supposed to be. Absolutely delicious. And the risotto?
Lasagna is perfect.
How's the lasagna? Good?
Good,
Okay.
very good.
Скажите, пожалуйста, а вот когда люди заходят, они на русском говорят, местные, или все на латышском?
Как сказать, как которые?
Или вы знаете, вот если мы зашли, мы на русском, мы туристы автоматически, или мы можем быть местными тоже?
Можно и пятиместные.
Да?
Потому что если в Латвии живут очень многие, которые из России здесь живут.
Ага, и они не говорят?
И не говорит по-латышски, потому что у нас есть местные русские, есть иностранные русские.
А, как туристы, да?
Да.
А местные русские говорят на латышском?
Есть, которые говорят, есть, которые не хотят говорить.
А, окей. Интересно. Хорошо, да,
Да,
спасибо.
мне сказали, что скажут.
Alright, so we just finished our amazing Italian dinner. It was absolutely amazing. The service was great, the food was great, the environment was great, and this really sums up our experience here in Latvia. Everything is just amazing. You know, sometimes when you travel, at least with me it's how it is. Sometimes I feel comfortable in the country, sometimes I'm not comfortable. In Latvia, I'm super comfortable. I'm super amazingly comfortable. And that's exactly how it's been. Just amazing experience here. Super comfortable. Everything is great. Just super friendly people. Everything is delicious food, excellent service. Just easy. Everything is super easy. And we're back in the old town. And I gotta be honest, Old Town is definitely a little more cozier and a little livelier than Riga proper. It's these narrow streets, lots of bars, music happening, people are hanging out. It's a bit cozier because the Riga proper is it's kind of empty right now. Maybe it's because it's a Sunday or for other reasons. Maybe the locals are hanging out somewhere, traveling, who knows. But Old Town is definitely it's a little bit livelier. So it was a better choice to stay in the Old Town than out in the main city. Home sweet home. It's time to relax, take a breather, chill, and then let's see what happens.